Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and welcome to another Saturday showcase player run. Michael Jack Schmidt, considered by most, including yours truly, to be the greatest third baseman of all time. I think when people, talk about greatest third baseman, the conversation usually begins and ends with Mike Schmidt. And I've always been a big fan of Mike Schmidt. Just loved how he played the game. He was just a superstar during the era, my early collecting days, and always getting his cards was a big deal. So I'm going to go through, I've completed his Topps player run, and I need to be specific more because people criticize, oh, you don't have all his cards. Well, yeah, I don't have every one of Mike Schmidt's cards, but I have all of his base Topps cards, and that's kind of where I, kind of draw a line in the sand as to when I finished a player run. I've got most of his All-Star cards. I didn't include any league leader cards, although he's on quite a few. And I'll show a couple of autographs that I have. So let's get started. Up here at the top, you've got the classic Ron Cey, John Hilton, and by the way, Mike Schmidt rookie. Card is notoriously off-center all the time. Very, very hard to get in high grade, and so therefore it commands a significant amount of money in high grade, but I just have a 6 and am happy to have that. 74, I have 2 cards of his. I have his base card, obviously, and then I have his base card in 74 autographed, and a lot of people love this card from Mike Schmidt because it's his first solo card. I'm one of those. I think it's great. I've got the 74 and an 8. And then that awesome autograph with the multiple, 548 home runs, 2,234 hits, 1,595 RBIs. Not only was Mike Schmidt a great hitter, but he was a tremendous fielder as well. And I think that gets lost a lot because he was in the era of Brooks Robinson, and so it's kind of unfair, but Schmidt was more than an adequate fielder. Here we go with the 75 and the 76. I've got that, the 75 and a 7, which I've had a long time. The 76 is one of my most recent finish-ups of this, and I was able to get it in a 5, a nice 5. I'd love that in a 7 or an 8, but, prices are just crazy. Moving down, we've got 77 and 78. Those are pretty good grades. I got a 7 in the 77 and an 8 in the 78. 79, I love the quirky, and so I can't remember what inspired me, but I saw this Schmidt Burger King card here on the left, and I just couldn't resist. So I bought that. I think that's a 4 Sharp Corners purchase a long time ago. You can tell by how old the flip is. And then I have his 79 Topps base card there. The Burger King and the Topps look identical except for a few things on the back. And then one of my favorite cards as a kid growing up was this 1980 Topps, always a set that was near and dear to my heart growing up, and so Schmidt's card was just fantastic. Just love it. Got that in a mint 9. Beautiful card there. Going through the 80s now. 81 base card, and then he had a record breaker for most home runs by a third baseman in a season. 82, he's got several cards. His base card there on the far left, an in-action card, and then his All-Star card. You'll notice again, All-Stars abound for Mike Schmidt, so he's got a few of those. 83, we've got the Kellogg's on the left. Again, I try to get the weird and kind of non-mainstream cards when I see them. I have the Kellogg's, the Topps, and then love that 83 Topps All-Star set. Just, again, so much reminding of being a kid. 84 Donruss, one of my favorite years ever. So I've got that. I'm trying to get all the Hall of Famers in that set all the way, all mint 9s or better. I've got a 84 Topps base and then the 84 Topps All-Star. You notice quite a few 9s because Schmidt was one of those guys that I jumped on early in terms of trying to do player runs and the different things. So his stuff was not crazy expensive a couple of years ago, but that changed. It's definitely changed now. 85, 2 more cards, the regular Topps and the Topps All-Star. 86, we've got, let's see, an 8.5 on that, I think. Yeah, 8.5 on the 6, a 9 in the 87, and then a Gem Mint 10 on the All-Star. I only have a couple of Gem Mint 10s for Schmidt, but again, those have just gotten pricey. 88 and 89, got an 8 on the 88, and a Gem Mint 10 on the 89. And truth be told, other than some centering issues, there's not much difference in those two cards, honestly. Mike Schmidt had a 90 Donruss card. It was like a all-time great, just kind of throw-in card for 90 Donruss, which these are not difficult to come by. I have that in a 10. What I do love about this card, so I'll flip it over, and it's got full stats. So for a while, I considered this his last card, is his 90 Donruss, because it's kind of this, I guess, honoring his career card. But his 89 top set is what is in the set registry for the last Topps card. But I think if you use the 90 Donruss, you wouldn't be wrong if you're doing that set. And then there's another autograph just to show you a better look of what Mike Schmidt's autograph looks like. That's an old Panini America's Pastime. I think it's numbered to like 125. That's a Gem Mint 10 autograph. Schmidt has a great autograph. Love it. Very flowing. The S on Schmidt is just very cool looking. So there you go. That is it for Mr. Schmidt. Shout out to all my guys who love Mike Schmidt, Ray from Philly, and all the Phillies guys. I love him too, and I'm not even a Phillies fan. I just think he was a great player. And there's his career in cardboard. We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.